"What do you need to know?" she asked me softly. "Basically, what to do with all of these files," I replied, waving my hand in the direction of my new inbox. "Okay," Lily said, picking up the files and flicking through them. "Right, the ones with red dots on them are open files. They're in your pile because something needs updating. Usually something new from the doctors or an event they attended or something like that." "Okay, that sounds simple enough. The ones without any dots are new files. You'll need to create an entry and enter all the details that they gave, especially anything to do with medical details and doctor's reports." "Fine, I can do that," I said, looking at the computer program they used, which looked pretty simple to work out. "You need any help working out how to make new files?" Lily asked. "No, I should be okay. Just ask if you do." "I will." Finally, the files with a red and grey dot mean that that person has died. You need to update their file with the cause of death, date, and whether they requested any memorial, Lily said, her voice quieter at the mention of the deaths of some of her clients. "Okay, I can do that," I said, grabbing the first file off the top. It had a red sticker, so I looked for their personal ID number before entering it into the system. "Looks like you're all set. Any problems, and I'm just over there," she said, pointing to her desk. I nodded at her and started to update the file in my hand. It all seemed simple enough, and even with the dead clients, it wasn't like anything that belonged to them would be in the files, so no visions, right? Wrong. The fifth pile I picked up had a red and grey sticker on it and belonged to a May Woodstock. She'd died from complications of her cancer. It didn't really make sense to me how there could be complications in cancer. It either killed you or it didn't. End of story. However, that's what the coroner had marked as cause of death, though why he was involved I didn't know. Well, at least I didn't until I touched the baseball cap that was in her file. To this day, I don't know what possessed me to do it. After all, I knew that there was a pretty good chance it was hers, which meant I knew what it would do to me. But like I've said so many times before, hindsight. Yeah, wonderful thing. May was sleeping. Her head bald from the chemotherapy that had been pumped into her body to give her a chance at life. By all measures it was working, and the tumours on her kidneys was shrinking. The devastating effects of the chemo had left her weak, thin, and almost emaciated. She didn't see the figure approach her hospital bed, nor did she feel when they removed her central line and swabbed the end. She probably learnt to sleep through medications like this one. Except this was different. The person delivering the medication was not a nurse, nor were they a doctor. They wore black and I couldn't see their face, but I had a feeling something wasn't right. May gasped as the medication hit her system, and then, as if by magic, she drew her last breath and died. When I woke up, Steve was standing over me, telling everyone else to keep back. Obviously, Maggie hadn't told him about my little medical problem because he was all ready to call an ambulance. It was only when I protested that Maggie came out of her office and guessed what had happened. "No need for an ambulance. Tara has a rare form of epilepsy. Comes on all of a sudden, but she's okay afterwards. Her dad explained it all to me. Just leave her be and someone make the poor girl a cup of tea," she told them before turning and disappearing right back into her office. I still wasn't sure what I made of my new boss.